Hello and good morning. This is Andy McCann helping you lay a firm foundation in fitness, food, and finance. And I'm going to go over some numbers for the year. I know the year's not over, but Wodify already turned in some numbers. And so I'm going to go through those with you guys and get some shout outs. So this is the value of being consistent, showing up, and logging your results to see the success. Man, it is a no-brainer. If you show up more to the gym, to your garage, to your basement, wherever it is you are working out, you're going to have more success. Another cool thing is you can follow a good program crappily and you're going to get good results. So you can half-ass CrossFit and still see some results. Now, the thing with CrossFit is the intensity is what delivers the results. So that gives you the strength and endurance and everything in between, the other 10 general physical principles. But you don't have to be super intense. And I've got people to prove, like, you don't have to do that, right? But I will say, showing up is the key. Okay, so let me start with this. I'm going to go with the Wodify numbers. And my goal here is to illustrate and to motivate you to show up in 2025. So first thing in 2025, let's see if I've actually got the picture of this. I might have put it away somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. I'm about to pause you guys to find it. All right, I love technology. So first thing I want to tell you is that we do have an 8-week Carnivore Challenge or Kickstarter that is going to start up in January 18th. It's $100. You get the experts at Smart and Simple Nutrition. I'll be in the classes with you, Zoom classes, and there's more than just how to eat carnivore. It's really easy. Just eat less than 100 grams of carbs a day or something like that. Everybody's body is a little bit different. I do like 1 carb a day, and it's just because it's in other food. But this is how to guide you there. So that's part of this. And if you're watching the video, then you can see what I'm looking at. If you're listening, I'll put the links in the doodly-doo as well. But the Carnivore Challenge, if you want more help, they have that too. Their normal thing is, hey, it's one-on-one. But this, I had them set up for us as a large group. For many communities I am in, the CrossFit Garage community, the Garage Fitness Online community, the TSPC community, the Living Free in Tennessee community. So all these people can come together and do this thing, and it's all virtual because everybody lives in too many different places. Okay, so there is that. Consistency. Show up to your own nutrition. This is just 8 weeks, but it's going to let you live the rest of 2025 in that that domain of I want to eat less processed food and less carbs. Evan and I are going on month 5 of this. Basically, we eat ground, it's ruminant meat, so it could be deer, it could be cow, it could be elk. So ground beef of some sort, eggs, goat cheese, and steaks. The only restaurant we can really go to with the certainty that it's going to work out well is one of those Brazilian steakhouses. This is going into 5 months, and I'm feeling awesome. Okay. Consistency. Show up to your stuff. Let me pull up the first one. So here at our gym, so again, when I have more numbers for the Garage Fitness Online, I can pull this in, but right now we don't have many test numbers, but I do have it for a gym. So our gym, CrossFit Garage, all you guys are crushing this. Josh comes in with a hefty 209 attendances. What? That is awesome. Joe's got 208. Kate's got 204. Matt's got 199. I showed up with 197. And this is through November, so it doesn't have December data. So these data points will actually go up a little bit. Sharon's got 182. CJ's 171. Mike's got 170. Dan's at 169. Those are the top people coming into the gym. Now, something that I want you to notice is if you're watching the video, you can see that I hit in yellow the top 10 of weightlifting PRs and the top 10 of Metcon PRs. So you'll see that there are some PRs in attendance. That's great. Now, that may be over attendance. I don't know. So if you did 3 days a week, that'd be 150. So I would say at a minimum, we should be coming in 150 times. And I know not everybody logs in every time. So the sampling is not exactly, it would be awesome if everyone logged in and tracked their stuff, but not everybody does. So it only works if you play the game. You only get this prize. So, there is a high representation of people who come in for about 120 classes and up. So 120 would give us just over 2 days a week of actually coming into the gym. So we're seeing that it does move the needle quite well, even at 2 days. Now, again, not everybody's logging everything, so I know that. And some of the numbers are low because people took breaks or they were off and they came back. So Wodify doesn't know how to say, hey, you were out for, a long time or whatever. So that just doesn't happen, or you know, the numbers are a little bit off, but it does show the trend. If you show up, you're going to do well. Even a half-assed program that's done well, a good program, is going to give results. So this is pretty cool. I'm going to resort this so you can see some of the higher results. Let me pause you and resort it. Okay, so what I'm going to show you here is weightlifting PRs and Metcon PRs. Because we're following CrossFit affiliate programming and they don't repeat very many workouts, it's tough to have a Metcon PR. It's easy to get a weightlifting PR because I can always put in there like the move. Let's say we're doing Fran, which is thrusters and pull-ups. Well, if I put thrusters in there, it's a weightlifting movement, so you can get a weightlifting PR. Also, if you use the change plates, you get a lot more weightlifting PRs, right? Anyway, so we got Kate with 102, awesome. Chris has got 82, Craig 79, Skylar 66, welcome back Skylar. Joanna's got 65, Aaron's got 62, Rebecca 58, Brianna 58, and Tom 57. The numbers are awesome. I mean, it just keeps going. They're high like this, right? Even in the top 20, they're still above 40 PRs in the weightlifting category. Time and attention, right? I still get PRs in the Olympic lifts because I'm working technique. I do not usually get a PR in your regular power lifts because I am getting older and that sort of just happens. I don't take anything to help. Like if I did some creatine or did some hormones, I could probably beef those numbers up, pun intended, but I don't do any of that. All right, let me pause and resort. Okay, so here are our numbers for the Metcon PRs. Josh with 41, Tom with 32, Nick with 27. Nick is a good, he cherry picks for sure. He comes in on the ones that are like awesome to crush and to do in a group. Good job, Nick. And then Chris has got 26, Craig with 26, Rebecca with 24, Sharon with 24, David with 22, and Aaron with 20. And again, it's hard to get Metcon PRs because following CAP, they just don't repeat the workouts very often. So I got to get choosy in there. Now, we are doing a thing where we're going to repeat. We have 2 tester WODs, one for the even month and one for the odd months. So we'll do those. I already forgot what the first one is. It's row and then deadlift. So you got row and a deadlift, and we'll track those independently, and we'll do them every odd month. Then on the even months, we've got variation of the chief. So we'll do that one. That's actually coming up this week as well. It should be this coming Friday. But anyway, awesome job. Guys, keep it up. It literally just shows you that consistency is the key. I think I've got a theme for myself for 2025. It's going to be friends don't keep score. They just show up. If I'm your friend and you need something, I'm showing up, damn it. And there's no score. It's just, that's what good friends do. Hopefully you guys will join us not only in the gym, but for some board game nights that might become D&D nights or DCC nights, but we shall see. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to cover in here, this is just really cool that Wodify does this for us. They do a year-end review. So CrossFit Garage, we are a top 25% power user. I don't know what that means. Your clients logged in 19,520 results into the platform. Oh, that's what it's saying, is we're logging a lot of results. So good on y'all. Y'all are in the top 25% of people utilizing the tool for what it's used for, right? Platform Maximizer, I don't know, 6,600 communications sent. I don't know what that really means. I guess we're communicating, so good job. This is another cool one though. Attendance. So we had 100 new clients join the gym over the year. We had 10.9 thousand classes attended. Damn, that's awesome. And I wonder if how that categorizes with the 19,000. Interesting. So we've got more classes attended than we have more people logging results than classes attended. So that means you guys are utilizing almost by double the amount the extra things I put in there. That's awesome. Good job. Okay, average, let's see, more attendance stuff. There's 43.2 average classes attended each week. That's awesome. Monday is the most attended day. Of course it is. I bet you if I had the option to look, it would be also like the morning class. One of the morning classes, the most attended because it's Monday and it's early. So here's some cool stuff. Attendance leaderboard. We already did that one. So you just saw those. I read those off. Performance leaderboard. We had 1.4 thousand total PRs, and we lifted 1.2 million pounds. That is awesome. So the PR leaderboard, I read those off, but again, huge woo-woots to those that made the list. and then top component. So there were, this is like, I guess, having records. So the most PRs in different components. So a cool thing with CrossFit is general physical preparedness. We do a lot of things. It's variation, and there's a hopper of activities, right? So 62% of our PRs went to other, and that's awesome. So everyone's on their own journey. This is, again, one thing I love about it is some of you are really good with lifts, some of you are really good on movement, some of you are good at handstand walks, or whatever it is, right? But CrossFit helps you push in those endeavors. So wherever you're weakest, it's going to try to build up. You don't want to have any weak links. 11% of our PRs came from deadlifts. That's freaking awesome. 7% came from power cleans. 7% came from back squats. 6% came from push presses. And 5% came from cleans. Ooh, that's neat. So weirdly, if we put cleans and power cleans together, they had the most. Oh, that's interesting. I should. So then becomes the old debate. And I don't have a skin in the game. I really don't care what you call it as long as you show up for class. So when I say let's do a clean, do you think to yourself, muscle clean, power clean, or squat clean? My theory is if you went to a lifting meet, an Olympic lifting meet, where they're doing cleans, what do you have to do to get the 3 green lights? Technically, all you have to do is take the bar from the floor to your shoulders in one movement. So you could do a muscle clean. You wouldn't lift as much, but you could totally do it. You could do a power clean. You'd lift a little bit more, but not nearly as much as you could in a squat clean if you could perform that correctly. So my take on it is it doesn't matter. When they say clean, do whatever the hell you want. If we say power clean or squat clean, then I'm telling you specifically what you want to do. But that's just my take, and I know I've got a minority view on it, but whatever. Yeah, so there's pretty cool data. I think you can possibly log in and see this. I hope to send you guys each individually your Wodify Wrapped. I think they're building it so you can see yours, but I don't think it's there yet. I have a report, you kind of just saw that I can pull the data once we get through December, and I can sort all of these things out. So the thing I want you to think about in 2025 is consistency. Show up to whatever nutrition plan you decide to get on and make it sustainable. Man, don't do like deep dives. Like I would totally not recommend the Lion Diet for most of you because it's super restrictive and very hard to stay on. Unless you're a little weird like me, I've always been okay with high limitations or diving into the nitty gritty of the whatever the program is. I don't know why. That's just how I was made. And so restricting myself, as long as I have a good why for it. Like when I did this first time of no sugar, no bread, the first time around only lasted 1.5 years, and it was a struggle the whole time because my whys were not really there. But when I got on this Lion Diet for Evan to be walking the walk with him side by side, totally easy. Turns out I actually like eating this way, so that makes it easier. And as he is adding stuff, I'm not adding that stuff back in, but he is. Speaking of Evan, he did just walk into my office, so he's doing well. Thank you for many of you guys who've asked. He's gaining weight finally, adding different stuff, and we went to the Brazilian steakhouse, and that thing was freaking awesome. Okay, so consistency is the name of the game. Find your thing, be consistent. Show up to the gym. If you need help, that's what I'm here for. I will text you actually, you know what I did for somebody? I sent, I made their alarm. It was like, get your ass out of bed, get to the gym. And that, like, a little audio clip could go into their phone to become their alarm. So going early in the morning is usually best. Going consistently, getting your crew, having a reason, having a club, having a community is best. Another way is to do stuff with us, like the board game night or D&D night or whatever. Do something with us to build more community together. I think we've got some new coaches coming on board. You guys have seen them. And one of them, Jordan Thomas, he said an awesome thing. He's like, I thought I was getting to know people in class, but now that I'm a coach and doing this and on the floor and whatever, I am realizing that I left a lot on the table. I'm getting to know people so much better because I'm always curious and asking questions. Guys, you can do that as members too. Ask questions, be curious. People want to talk. We're a friendly group. You never know. You might do chickens with the guy next to you. Maybe you both have chickens, or maybe you're into building furniture. I don't know, but talking is key. You got to ask the questions. So commit and show up. If you show up for yourself, it will pay off. Show up for your fitness, show up for your nutrition. There's other things you should show up for. If you remember, there's 5 pillars in longevity for this health and fitness. It's how you eat, sleep, move, think, and connect. So CrossFit gyms sort of overlap all that stuff. CrossFitting by yourself, kinda. If you're online, it can work as well. Anyway, think about what you can do to be committing to yourself. If you have a problem, you're not really sure how to do it, if you're like, hey, how do you navigate these waters? Let me know. I'm happy to walk you through it. It's not complicated, but it can be hard because it's hard to see it inside of yourself. For example, I've got a buddy who was saying, hey, I'd like to get into a side hustle so I could earn some more money. And I was like, well, how about your main hustle? What's your main hustle? And can you earn more money that way? And he's like, yeah. Turns out he works for a company like Caterpillar. And so I said, well, let's drill into the careers at Caterpillar that are, they're trying to fill. And so we went through the list. He's like, I could actually do some of those things. I'm like, well, if I was your boss or the boss of that office, I would probably wish somebody would step up to do the things that I need to get done because somebody's doing it and they're probably not happy. So what if you stepped up and said, hey, I'll do these things for you? Could you step it up and, get more out of the business, get more out of Caterpillar or whatever? So anyway, sometimes my point there is when you're in the forest of your own life, you can't really see the forest for the trees. If you're in the trees of your own life, you can't see the forest. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so for me, 2025 is going to be friends don't keep score, they just show up. If you need me, I am there for you. Y'all take care.